All right, good morning, everybody. This is a little update. 4x2. I got 8 plants in here, all from Royal Queen seeds. So if you can look, it's kind of hard to really differentiate, but if you see in the front, these pots, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's one more right there, 5. Those are all 2-gallon pots, and those have 2 Blue Mystics, 2 OG Kush, and 1 Cookies Gelato, so that's 5. Then in the back, kind of difficult to see, but in the back, there's actually 3 5-gallon pots. One is right there, another is right there, another is right there. So then there's 3 Dynamite Diesels in those 5-gallon pots right there. This is actually exploding with growth. I've defoliated this probably about 3 or 4 times. I'm gonna have to continue to do so because, as you can see, leaves just keep coming back. Look at the corner over there. I mean, you would think light in the corners don't really get that strong, but that's one of the tallest branches in here. And then also in that corner, in the back right corner, I got 2 very tall branches. So this is doing excellent. The soil is already pretty much dried out, as you can see it. I mean, I'll just kind of show you a little bit. It's kind of hard to see, but the soil is pretty much dry. So I'm gonna go through here, give it some more water, some FOOP, which is, I'll show you. It's whatever is left in this bucket from when I mixed it the other day. So let me just flip this back and I'll show you. So it's probably about 1.5 gallons of water mixed with FOOP. So I'm gonna stir that up a little bit and then hook up the watering wand and start to feed some of these plants. So as I do so, I'll put you on the tripod and you can kind of just watch that in action. All right, so I got the watering wand hooked up right here. I'm going into the bucket that has FOOP in it, and I'm just gonna go through and saturate each one of these pots with the water and the FOOP. Plants drink this stuff up like extremely fast. I would say within 2 days, it drinks everything that I give it. And I fill these pots, or I give the water until there's just a little bit of runoff. So they get a lot of water and food. These plants get a lot. All FOOP, the only nutrients that I will use, I mean, besides the dry amendments that I put into the soil, but that's it. I do not pH my water. I just use regular tap water that I dechlorinate by letting it sit out for about 24 hours. And it's constantly aerating in the bucket that I have. So that bucket is constantly aerating. So the water is aerated water. I don't pH it. I add FOOP to it, which, it does change the pH of the water a little bit, but I do not pH it because the soil, the organic soil, it just tends to kind of correct the pH on its own, and then I don't have to worry about it. I remember when I was dealing with, pHing the water constantly and adding pH up and down and a whole bunch of bullshit, and I don't do that anymore. So I'm not saying that's the way to grow all around, but that's just how I do it. And I've seen good results with the way that I do it. So that's just the way I do it. I can't tell you what to do. I can only tell you what I do. And if you look at the plants, they look totally healthy. So, not pHing is, I've heard a whole bunch of bro science about pH and organic and this and that. So, I guess it is just what it is, but I do not pH, and I just simply give the water right to the plants, right from the bucket. These are very, very dry. I mean, this is crazy here. I basically gave this water the other day. So I know everybody says you're not supposed to water at night, but I did because the plants, they were so dry. I mean, literally the top of the soil was like crumbling. That's how dry it was. So I gave it water at night. I think it was 7 p.m. And you know, usually don't water until the morning time, but just gave it water, and they drank all of it. So these plants go through food and water very, very quickly. So I'm just going through, I'm just gonna water each pot, saturate each pot, just as I did the other night. And that's it. So I will give you guys an update on what they look like once I'm finished watering. All right, so as I was watering this, I realized I need to go through here and defoliate again. There's just too many leaves, too many bud sites being blocked. So I'm gonna go through, cut out a bunch of leaves, and then I'll give you a close-up on what it looks like after. But this is what the canopy is looking like right now. It's just too much going on. There's too many leaves covering bud sites, and I'm just gonna go through and take off whatever I can see real quick. All right, so did some defoliation. You know, the canopy's still very thick. You can see I took off a whole lot of leaves. Still gonna try and get some off in that back corner. So I'll try and give you guys a view of that. It's really just not easy to film what I'm doing. It's hard to really reach back there. So I'm not even gonna try actually, because I'm probably gonna break something, and I don't wanna do that. So let me just show you what it looks like after I've defoliated it. You know, as you can see, the canopy looks a little bit better. I'm really going for, I want to be able to see the pots, like the soil. So if I can see the pots, so I can see that one, I can see that one, I can see that one, getting to the corner, I can see that one, good. Now going to the back, I can see that 5-gallon one right there, I can see the edge of it, see it right here. All right, this one, I can see the soil as well. And then this one, I can also see the soil. So that's really all I really want to do, is be able to see the soil so that I can continue to give it water and stick the wand in there. So not really too much more I can do. I mean, look, this is the amount of leaves I took off. I only spent about 5 minutes going through and just taking leaves, just the ones that I could see. So I'm gonna just finish off the water bucket that I have right here and put this in the compost. That'll be it for today. All right, last update. Just kind of hung this thing up right here because it kept falling. So I just hung it from something. It's kind of ghetto, but at least I'll be able to see it. I reattach this to the top so that it keeps up there and does not end up hitting any of the flowers. But as you can see, look at them. They're all starting to pop up. Canopy is looking good. So I'm just gonna leave it for today. Finish watering. That'll be it for today. Done.